unity, your boo, your babe, or your bestie. I'm not a beast, especially when you wanna sex me. It could be a good thing, keep me on a pedestal. Tear my sister down, she the object of your ridicule.
Welcome, viewers. This is A Vision Entertainment once again, and I am your host, Tommy Slaughter. And we got another one going on this time. We have AKA LadyBoss, a lady and a boss. She's a conscious female rapper, lyricist, and songwriter, poet, and activist. She's here right now on the show. She's going to share her story. What's going on, LadyBoss? How you feeling?
What's going on, good people? How everybody's doing? How you doing, first of all?
Great. You here on the show. You hit me up. I said I have to check her out because your music is dope. Videos is all dope. And you doing like a movement right now to uplift the community. And I love that. I love
Thank you.
Yep. What inspired you to become a rapper, and how did you find your unique voice in the industry?
You know, like getting in trouble, I started like going to jail. Then I started seeing like how the cops was treating my people, and how we wasn't sticking together. And like when we start killing each other, it's like, all right, they find it, they make it their business, you know, to treat us bad. And that's just for any race, right about now. That's why I'm so big on the unity and us sticking together. So those moments in time, like when I hear that it inspires me to just let me talk to my people. We got to get it together.
Yeah, that's right. And you just mentioned you went to jail for was it a few years, a couple months? Like how was
first time was a month, and I went back not knowingly. You know, they say once you win, you just start going back, and I really didn't realize it until it happened. But it wasn't for no major stuff. The first time it could have been major, but God spared me.
Yeah, because you know sometimes when you get put in that system, it's easy to get in.
Right.
It's hard because you know you continue on. Some people keep making mistakes, the same mistakes, and go in the system, and now you're locked in it. You know, so I understand that. And you say you don't like how the brothers or the sisters was being treated in the prison, or how the cops was doing, you know, the inmates. You didn't like that, how they was being treated.
Yeah, you can say that inside the prisons too. Like we treat it harshly, but out here on the streets is even more because this is where the freedom at.
Yeah,
you know
that too. On the streets is even worse. You know, because you know you got a lot of cops out here that's like that overdo their job, you know, and a lot of them was getting bullied, I believe, in school, so they become cops, and now they want to be hard. You know, I understand.
Yeah, they put that on their chest.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, so I mean they want to go. They get the green light is on from there.
Right.
Yep. And as a conscious artist, so what was that the inspiration behind it? Like just being a conscious artist, what was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, like I said, like right now we in a crisis. We are in a crisis as a people. I know everybody trying to tag on and see what we could do as a people, but I think if we can't reach the hearts and the minds of some of these people, then the hate is always going to be there, and the strife and you know the jealousy, the bickering, all that's going to be there if we can't really reach the heart of these people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And how many years were you like, as a conscious artist? Like, how many years were you in this, like doing it?
I started really getting into it like 2016 or something like that. Like I started going real strong on
it. Yeah. Well, rest in peace to LGP Quad, because I know he was doing the same thing. You know, he was representing the community. Did you ever link up with him and do songs with him?
We was talking about it when I met him, like right before he passed away.
Yeah.
We did speak on it in the club, and a couple months later, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Wow. Yes. Well, like I said, rest in peace to LGP Quad, because he was doing the same thing, trying to uplift his community.
Right.
And I don't know if you told me you're from North, so I'm quite sure we both from North, and we know what goes through there as you know, as we growing up and stuff like that, and what we saw. So how do your life experiences influence your music and the message you share?
Well, I still see what's going on in the streets. The streets is always going to be there. So like I'm turning it around. You know, like whatever I see is going to go in the notebook, and I'm gonna put it out there on a beat and try to expose it. Yeah. You know, so it can help somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, that's very important too. Yeah, that's important. You know, And let's get into also, you know, the fans, I know they know, but let's get into the remake of Self-Destruction. Now, was the original, did the original inspire you to remake, you know, for you to do a remake? How did that happen between, you know, the Self-Destruction, the old one, and then you remaking it? How was that?
Right. I love KRS and KRS-One and everything he stand for. Like he's really the teacher, you know. But when I heard the song, it was like, yo, let me put my own spin off on this. Then MC Light was on there, you know.
Yeah.
So I just made it modern day and talked about what's going on today.
That's right. That's right. You hooked that up too. Now, did you get any like feedback from any of those artists, from KRS, from seeing it? Because I know they're like, wow, she done did it over. Did you get any feedback from them?
Well, I did add MC Light on it on one of the posts, and you know, she was running the competition. So like, it's still there. So it's still work that needs to be done to keep pushing the record. So it ain't like it's just sitting there. It's days to come, and you just got to keep grinding it.
Yeah, just keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Yeah. Now, how do you do that? Like, if you want to put that on your album, is it copyright situation, or how does that work? Or that's just a mixtape that you threw out there?
Yeah, that'll be for promo. That'll just be for
okay. Yeah. Promotional use only.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Well, it was hot, so people need to go on and check it out, because the whole song, I listened to it, it's banging.
Thank you.
I like that. You're welcome. And let's talk about your latest single, Stop Beefing.
Stop Beefing. That's it's not the latest, but Give Me Answers is, but you know, I'm still running. I'm still running all of them.
Okay.
Which one you want to get into? Stop Beefing or
let's talk about Stop Beefing.
Stop Beefing. Self-explanatory, you know. We beef a lot. I see a lot of beef, like road rage. That's one. It could be the smallest thing, like when we in the stores and, you know, you just getting vibes, and any little thing could just be beef. For what? You got your life, I got mine. So that inspired the record. Stop beefing.
That's right.
It come from that. The hate come from the beefing. You know, it's all in one.
I never could understand about, and I'm speaking about our race as a people. It's always like, we always against each other.
Right.
Like we hate each other, but other race kind of stick together.
Right.
We do like the marches, we do the activists, we do, you know, the good speeches and motivational speeches of how to come together. But it seemed like we go far apart after all of that. Do you think that it will ever be a chance that someone will actually listen and we will actually come together?
I think a love bomb got to be dropped on this planet. Like the frequencies got to be changed.
Wow.
Because like I said, it's all within the hearts. Like if people don't want to change, then they're not going to change. You're going to want to change for the better.
Wow.
So to answer that question, I'm still on the fence. A love bomb got to be dropped.
It's a struggle. It's like pulling teeth trying to get us together, man. It's a struggle.
It is.
But I guess as you keep doing the work, other people will tag along, and then, you know, it will be much better. Everybody come together then. But,
hopefully.
Yeah, we got that crab in the barrel mentality.
And it's not everybody. It's not everybody.
Not everybody.
Yeah. I love my people, but you know the ones that just be like, yo,
That's right.
Just looking all like for what?
Yeah, the grizzly, for what reason?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know.
For what? So I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Now give me answers. Was that the second single for Stop Beefing? What was Give Me Answers about?
Give Me Answers. Oh man, like from Stop Beefing to Give Me Answers, I'm talking about, you know, man, what we saying? I said a lot of things in there. I'm touching on a lot of things. It's just like a spinoff from Stop Beefing.
Stop Beefing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gotta hear the record. Right now, my brain is frozen. It's hot out here, but yeah, if y'all listen to the record, y'all see what I'm talking about in that record. Give Me Answers. What you doing? Really? Stop. LadyBoss. I ain't tryna be beefing, I'm eating. Get your pockets fat, young king, and stop sleeping. This pain and love, in case you didn't know that. If you send slugs, watch out for the get back.
Well, everything is banging. So we're gonna get into the YouTube channel and your pages where they can go on and check you out because the music is definitely there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who are some of your biggest influences, both in hip hop and beyond?
In hip hop and beyond, gotta give it up for Tupac.
Tupac, okay.
Rhapsody, she a female rapper.
Yeah, Rhapsody nice.
Yeah, KRS One, Queen Latifah. Just some of the pioneers that just paved the way. You know what I mean? MC Light, stuff like that.
Yeah, like. All right, well, that's cool. That's cool. What about Queen Latifah? You know, there's a lot of conscious rappers out there. And do you ever think that when you're a conscious rapper, do you think you get publicity like you should? Because it seems like sex sells, sex, murder, money. But when you're a conscious rapper, it's like you kind of slow with it. Like, what are your take on that? Being a conscious rapper.
Like I just put out a content video yesterday on this on some of my biggest challenges, and being a conscious rapper is kind of difficult because everybody want to hear negativity.
That's right.
And they want to hear the sex, whatever they could do in the club and how they can go upside somebody's head.
Yeah.
So it is a big challenge right now, but it is an audience for it as well. So long as I keep pushing it, I'll be all right.
Well, yeah, that's all. That's the right attitude. Keep pushing it.
Right.
What are your biggest? Because everybody have this somewhere. What are your biggest fears, and how do you confront them? Or some of your biggest fears, if you have it.
My biggest fear is being killed by a hateful person for no reason.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fear I got. Yeah. But I trust in God. So, because it's a lot of hate out here. There's a lot of hate. And I could be saying the nicest thing to you and it just go left.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And the scary part about it is it's always somebody close to you or
exactly
connected to the person that knows you.
Exactly. You got to move a certain way. I got to move a certain way.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's deep. When we're talking about community and as an activist, and this whole thing is about uplifting.
Right.
So, whatever you're doing, you're trying to uplift your people, whether it's men, women, you're trying.
I'm trying.
For me, growing up in Philly, especially born and raised in Francisville, Morocco, that's where I grew up at Francisville. And also in other different parts of the city, 24th and Birch, Richard Island, all that. So when you talk about that, like, huh? Do you hear me?
You ain't too far. You ain't too far from me.
Okay. Yeah, your phone freezing. It keeps freezing up. There you. Yeah.
Good.
It froze. Now you cool. It froze for a little while, but it's cool. Yeah. So a lot of good dudes watched me grow up, and I surrounded myself around decent old heads.
Right.
But I've actually enjoyed being around like the drug dealers because that's where I was at that time. I was in the streets, in the hood. That's what I saw. So they was my inspiration because the look I wanted, that quick money, nice car, wardrobe, latest sneakers, all of that, the women.
Yeah.
But the most important part was missing of that was being taught how to be a legit businessman, how to invest. I wasn't taught entrepreneurship. They didn't teach me these things.
Right.
So as for you, growing up in Philly, do you think if you had a business mind, if you had business-minded people and role models, role models in your life, that you will be more knowledgeable and further than where you are today?
Yes, I think like as a role model, I think my mom and my dad should have been more of a role model to me. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he always told me to, save your money. My mom, she wasn't too much into, schooling me to the game in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if we would have had people like tell us like, yo, you gotta save, you gotta, think about having longevity, then I think we'd have been well off as a people too, and yourself and myself.
That's right.
I mean, so I totally agree with you when it comes to the upbringing and how we was raised a little bit.
Yeah, that's very important because a lot of we didn't have the insurance policies left down to us. We didn't have all of that stuff, the college degrees, and most of us did graduated,
yeah.
you know, in the streets, you see what you see. That's
Yeah,
basically, and that's what you
that's
want.
it. That's it.
Wow. So there's a lot of cleanup that we have to do, you know.
Hmm.
How do you define success? Like, do you feel you achieved it?
Not yet. Not yet. I ain't even reach a milestone yet. And when I do, I'm still trying to reach more. You know what I'm saying? But success to me is like living comfortable, me and my two daughters. And
Yeah,
you know, we out the way and giving back to my people. That's success.
that is, yeah. Because it ain't got to be, it don't have to be about money, being this rich billionaire, but
Right,
it could be peace with, you
right,
know, with your family, your children. You know
right,
what I mean? You know,
right.
you making some decent money. It ain't got to be no billionaire.
It ain't gotta be all that.
Wow, that's great. That's great. If you can change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Um, self-hate. Uh yeah, hate. I'm big on that because I'm a people person.
Yeah,
It's really no room for it, and there's no reason for it. If I could change that about the world, yes. Hate.
hate. Wow, that's big because that goes racism. Oh, it hit every avenue when you say hate.
Every avenue.
Wow. Yeah, I hope one day that happens. You know, I hope that change. I really do.
Yeah,
You know, I hope it
yeah.
changes. Yeah. Your music often addresses like social issues.
Hmm.
What messages do you hope to convey through your lyrics?
Mm. For even if it's just one person, let's embrace each other at least. Let's
Yeah,
embrace. Let's show love to each other. It ain't gotta be like, yo, I love you so much. At least show some decency and some humanity towards your
yeah,
brother and your sister.
yeah.
No, we good.
And also, as a female rapper or hip hop artist in a predominantly male industry, what challenges have you faced and how have you overcome them?
Being looked upon as like this aggressive female. When I
Oh,
come soft, it's more better. So that's a big challenge. You know, I
wow.
gotta soften up when I'm approaching some of these guys because this is a little intimidating, I believe, and even some of the chicks. So that's a big challenge. It's a
Okay,
big.
yes. So basically, you want to kind of double down a little bit, you know, when
I have to, and just go 10 times harder.
well, because what if you get into a group with a bunch of dudes and you're the only female? You're going to have to show out. You know what I mean?
That'll be dope though. I like being around guys.
Yeah, yeah. So see, so then you can't double down. You got to actually be on that level.
I gotta be on that level. But I'm just saying, a complete stranger, I will have to double down a little
Okay.
bit. I'm not gonna change who I am, but I'm gonna
Well,
let you know, like we people. I'm a person. We can talk.
okay. Okay. Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool. Have you ever been signed or talking about getting into different labels?
No, no. But I do know,
Independent?
like Akon. He was just here like two. I just met Akon 2 days ago, and he was telling me
Yeah, I
in
seen it.
regard, like how he got his deal and what type of deals people should take, and I that was very informative to me.
Okay.
But no deals was never in my arm reach or nothing like that.
Well, you still independent. So,
Right.
you know, I guess I think it's easier now just being independent.
That's what they say. Yeah.
It's slower, but it's easier because you know
Right.
you're not under pressure. You're making your own moves.
That's it.
And the route you're taking, your music gonna take off by itself, you know.
I'm pushing for it. I'm trying to see what's up now.
You're doing it though. And can you share a personal experience that significantly shaped your perspective as an artist?
I always share this story. It was this one lady I was performing, and this lady did not let me come off stage. She stopped me. She said, "Baby, listen, the music that you're talking about, the lyrics, everything, because she's from that era. So
Yes.
it touched her in a way that she had the she stood by the stage. She said, "You are magnificent. You are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing." And I just offered her a free shirt, some of my merch, and that was detrimental to me because I felt so good.
But yeah, that's dope because now you have somebody that feel what you were saying, and also they probably went through some things.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Wow. Do you have a team backing you?
Right now, just a PR and certain people I try to put in place. But it is a lot of people that's around me that's willing to help me get to where I need to go. But this thing costs money. This takes money.
Oh yeah,
You
you
know what I'm
got
saying?
studio time. Then
Yeah,
you out there on the front line trying to uplift. It's not a joke.
it's
It's
not.
not. But you're doing it. You're doing
Right.
it. I know you're doing like you said you're an activist. You're also a hip hop artist. You do poetry, and seeing you wear a lot of hats, it seems like that's what you do. What is something that you've loved? What is something you always wanted to do but haven't yet?
Tour. I haven't toured yet.
What if that's your next move?
That's what I want to do.
Okay, wow. Well, you can always start an independent, like an underground little showcase or just something, where you bring on other artists. You can always start your own thing. Sometimes
Some,
we think it take all this money, but you can make moves.
yeah.
I mean, I
Somebody,
don't care. Go ahead, what'd you say?
somebody else was telling me that too, that I could do it myself.
Yeah, you can. You can go to the door, and I'm just speaking the King Center. Or anywhere,
Mhm.
you could do it on the streets, block your street off, put a stage out there, have your own thing going on. You
Somebody
know,
was asking me how can they go about getting a stage. I don't know like where they really look into about a stage. Because I
I
was
just
thinking about
just a phone call. You go right to Google. That's a phone call away. Google, they let you
yeah.
know you need a local stage in the neighborhood. That's easy.
Oh,
You
all right.
know,
Okay.
how do you see hip hop as a vehicle for social change, and what role
Um,
do you believe? Yeah, and what role do you believe artists should play in addressing social issues?
I ain't gonna say be a role model. Some of these artists are not going to be role models, and it's plain as day, you know. But the road that is going right now is leading to destruction. You know what I mean? It's satanic. It's not really helping the people. It's not really helping our community. You know, it's killing us. So we headed down the wrong road with that type of music. And I ain't knocking nobody, but sometimes we gotta shift. You
Yeah,
gotta shift, especially if you're tired and you
but
say you're tired of seeing certain things.
what you speak in your mind like this, and it's the truth. Like I don't like a lot of this music out here. Like
Mhm.
when you see female artists like all the artists out here now that you see, Sexy Red, Megan, all these people. What are your thoughts about that?
Listen, kudos to all due respect. That's what you want to do. You want to show your body. Cool, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But at least have some type of respect for yourself. And because there's little girls watching, it's young ladies that's growing up,
Yeah.
and they need role models. They need big sisters to look up to. And I'm going to be their big sister. And I'm letting y'all know that right now.
Hmm.
I'm sorry
So
about that. I'm sorry about
if
that. Yeah, but they need role models. They need somebody to look up to.
yeah, so you kind of there to fill that gap a little bit, or try at least try to. You know?
As much as I can. As much as I can.
That's good. That's good. That's what we need. If everybody think that way, then I guess everything will be a little better than what it is now.
A little bit.
Can we go back to a street reflection too? I know you had part one, but this is an EP, right?
Hmm.
When did you do a street reflection? Like one and two? What year was that? Or was it recently?
No, I just put a street reflection one. I'm
Two.
gonna say one.
Okay.
Back no, street reflection two is out. That's the current one. But one is out
Yeah.
too. But I just re-released a street reflection.
Okay.
But when I first did it, it came out maybe like 2016, I want to say, when I first put it out.
Okay.
And then re-released it again this year. So but both of them are out and they both available to stream everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Street. They got to get that. So you can let them know exactly where to go at to get your music.
Every music platform, everyone. I mean, from Amazon to Spotify, you know, wherever you like to get your music from is on there, both of them.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's dope. So don't worry about it. We'll put that up. We'll show the viewers where everything is at.
Thank you.
And I know, like I said, you're doing a lot right now. You out there doing a lot. And I know sometimes, you want to take, how can I put this? Like you said, like you want to move some things to the side and start spitting that real anger because it's like you get tired. You get
Yeah,
tired of seeing certain
yeah,
things or seeing certain people. But when you stay on a social
right.
conscious side, you have to kind of maintain and watch some of the things you say because it's all about positivity. But how do you balance staying true to your artistic vision while also navigating the commercial aspect of the music industry?
Never forget, you know, I'm still Afro-American, I'm still Black. So to put some things in perspective, I'm gonna let y'all know that I still got the streets in me, and I know how we get down. I know how we get down. But I want y'all to really get it, that we need to change and do some things different.
That's right.
You know?
Are you dealing with any movements? You know, like community movements? Are you doing like you know, like just doing things with the children? You know,
Any chance I get, I try to plug into them performances with the Peace Not Guns, you know, with Kenyatta Johnson or whoever, you know, got something going on. I want to get out there and perform as much as possible. But that's about it. Like I done went into the juvenile justice centers, talked to the young girls before. So I think I got one more some more speaking engagements coming up. I'm looking into them now. So it's a lot more coming from me. It's a lot more coming.
well, you know, that's good because what you're doing is like you do need it's like it takes it takes what they say, it takes a nation, or you
Yeah.
know, like to kind of raise children. It takes a village to
Take a
raise
village.
children, right? But when you walk into them juvenile jails and you see these children, do you see any of them? Do you see yourself in them, in some of them, when you walked in there, hearing their stories, or were they allowed to tell their stories?
Yeah, one girl, a couple girls, they wanted to get up and speak, and I think two of them did. One of them broke down and cried, you know, after she spit a rhyme for me. You
Wow.
know, you could tell she hurting inside. Some girls was in there, they was pregnant. It was around the holiday times, and you know, they was missing their family. So I did see myself in them because I was locked up before when Christmas rolled around, you know. So I see myself in them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it was just tears, and just give me a hug, and I love you. I called them my little sisters because they are.
Wow. Well, that's because some of them just need a hug. A lot of them don't
That's
have the love at home.
that's it.
And sometimes when you go to prison, they think they show them love, and then that's they feel home. You know,
That's it.
some inmates think that that's where the love is at. We going, like I said, we're gonna go do a half hour because I know you out there burning up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know, what are your goals like for the future, both as an artist and as an advocate for social change?
Um, as an artist, I just want to gravitate to my audience more and really talk. You know, get the message out there. That's about it, and just reach as many people as I can reach with the music. That's my goal.
Wow, and I hope that happened for you too, because you out
Thank
there
you.
working. You in the front line working. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are there any collaborations or projects you're particularly excited about?
I told I was about to work with Ad Lava and Miss Jade. Hopefully that go down.
Okay, okay. All right.
For the self destruction remix, you know, a part two to it. Trying to get that in the works. Black on black crime, they keep happening. We can't get along. Instead, you do the crab ish. What's going on? Give me answers quick. Bet you can't do that. You looking at the do-rag. What's under it? The hate rise above it. You need to understand that's your sister and brother. We look alike, same skin, same issues. The same story we all been through. All we got is what our ancestors been through. Blaming a white man, stop pointing fingers, black. It's you looking. That's just keep putting the music out. That's it. Just
All
keep
right.
putting.
I just got two more for you. As far as there's a lot of mental health issues in our neighborhoods, in our communities, just abroad, everywhere, right? What advice would you give to a friend or family member struggling with like mental health issues?
Well, see, so I might take some criticism behind this or some backlash, but I think I think it's a myth. I don't think mental health is really mental health. I don't think it's really a big thing. Not a
Oh,
big thing, but I
explain.
think it. How can I say this?
Yeah,
Man,
you don't think
I don't
what you
think
say?
it's as that serious. People making it. I think it's a mind over matter thing. Like people could cause mental health by worrying and stress and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's one. Mhm.
So I and if it's your environment that's making you feel like you need to be down or lash out and do bad things, then change your environment. So I
I
don't
was
really believe in mental health.
okay. So it's like you said, it's mind over matter. It's something you can actually escape from
I
if
think
you want to.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's deep. That's deep. I really believe that there's some people that really need help. Like, you know, the things that they
Yeah.
may talking to themselves. You know, I think it's a little deep when it gets to that point. When you're talking to yourself, you're laughing at yourself. I think that's when it gets deep. You know,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
all good though. Like that's what you think, and that's you know, that's cool. That's your advice. You know.
And when I see them, and no disrespect, I'll be thinking like, did somebody slip them something? So that is mental health.
Yeah, you can slip the Mickey. They used to do Mickey's back in the day. People ain't
Right.
never come out of them joints. You know,
Right.
they never come back from that.
Right.
Yeah, I understand. I understand both ways. How do you
Yeah.
handle criticism or backlash regarding your music and messages?
You know, some of the comments is they a little harsh. They be like, no, this ain't it, or you trash. But I ain't been hearing that in a long time because the consistency I've been showing. But
Okay.
it hurts, it stings, but then I bounce and just keep going. So I take it in stride.
And they talking about lyrically when they say you trash or you know
It
that's
could be
not it.
lyric. I think it's lyrical. I think it's lyrically.
Oh wow, okay, okay. Well, the best of them get trolled out there. So
Right.
the biggest artists get trolled. So it
That's why I
doesn't
keep in
matter.
mind.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they say. You
Right.
know. And last but not least, what advice would you give to young women aspiring to enter the music industry, especially in hip hop? What advice would you?
Go for it. Um, don't take no for an answer.
That's right.
Do your thing, show up, show out, and shine.
There you go.
Shine like the diamond you are. Shine bright. Go for it.
There you go. There you have it. Just one more time for the viewers, where can they listen to your music and find other inspirational information?
My Spotify is popping. A lady and a boss, LadyBoss, a lady and a boss. My stage name is LadyBoss, so you can find me anywhere. That's pretty much it. I keep it simple. A lady and a boss, all platforms.
That's dope. Viewers, we have a lady and a boss, aka LadyBoss, a conscious female rapper, lyricist, and songwriter, poet, and activist. You can hear her music everywhere. She told you where it is. We're gonna post it up there. I want to thank you so much, LadyBoss, for coming on to A Vision Entertainment. I really do.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.